Let me adjust the um, let's see. Let me adjust the volume. Welcome to SGL Spiritual Guide and Light here on YouTube. Hi, I am SGL. Welcome. If you are new, make sure that you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and growth of the channel. If you are returning, welcome back. May you find the clarity, confirmation, and understanding that you seek or need at this time. I'm being guided to tell you, viewer, that learning lessons differ per indo, indo, individual. Lessons differ per individual. That's how I'm being guided to say it. So please don't be hard on yourself, viewer, when it comes to your lessons that you bring upon yourself, life lessons with people, places, or things. Just know that we all go through lessons. The thing that is in common is the fact that it is a lesson, but they are different. They differ per individual. All right. If there's nothing else that resonates with you, just remember that what you're experiencing, that is the experience of a lesson. No, what is common is the lesson, but the lesson itself and the experience is specifically your experience. So, how you receive that message is your business. You don't owe anyone an explanation when it comes to your experiences of lessons. You don't owe me an explanation of what you're currently experiencing at this time that is deemed as a lesson. Just know, remind yourself, and this remembering will help you along the way, is that lessons are ongoing, they do not stop. And so keep that in mind. When it comes to lessons, I just want to get some advice for you when it comes to lessons. And we're going to start the session, the remaining 6 zodiac signs. What you don't see directly, you're being asked to be assertive when it comes to lessons. And you're ready for whatever lessons that you currently need to learn at this time. I'm being guided to say not go through. I'm being guided to say that you are ready for the lessons that are assigned to you at this time. What you don't see is success in communicating clearly. The lessons that are assigned to you is not only going to build you up, it is going to create new relationships with this communicate clearly. And there's a lot of respect here, viewer, all right, when it comes to lessons. So don't doubt yourself, okay? That's one thing that stood out in part 1 for October's next 72 was Taurus's session. And that is time stamped. If you want to review part 1, you can. It's available to you, but you're not obligated to do so. Okay. All right. So we're going to start off with Libra. Libra, let me make sure I get your timestamp going. I'm going to shuffle these decks a little bit. Um, let's see. Where am I? Let's see. At 6. That's what we start yours, Libra. All right, Libra. So how this is going to go, Libra, you're going to have 6 spreads that I'm going to do for you. Your first spread is going to be a general spread. Your second spread, we will take a look at the surface of things. Your third spread, we will take a look at what you're refusing to see. Your fourth spread, we will look at behind the scenes. The fifth spread, we will look at what's being projected. And then the sixth spread, we will take a look at your unknown desire. All I ask is that the remaining zodiac signs, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, the only thing I request of you is that you do not force any channel messages. All right. Aries, what general messages do you have for my Aries fire sign? What general message do you have for Aries? And hopefully you can hear me clearly, because I'm using a different mic, and hopefully it's clear. Hopefully the decks are not too loud, but you can hear me clearly and there's no delay. No feedback, I should say. What message do you have for Aries? What general messages do you have for my Aries? Oh, I don't know why I'm being guided to. When was the last time you prayed, Aries? I mean, not Aries, Libra. You may want to check out Aries, or you're dealing with the Aries. The Aries could be a distraction that's preventing you from doing what you normally used to do. You know, you could have used to pray before you made decisions. You always probably put God first before doing anything. With meditation in reverse, this is letting me know that you're doing things your way, and not in a belief system or a traditional way. I don't know if it's asking you to meditate, to conduct meditation, because we didn't look into that, but we will not jump into conclusions. That's the message that I tapped into with meditation in reverse, is that you are doing things your way. And there's a possibility that there's an Aries is your distraction, or the reason why you are not conducting traditional habits that you used to do. All right. For Libra, what is the general messages for Libra, please? Revelation. There's a truth here in plain sight. Whatever this truth is, let me see. Is the water clear or murky? Let me take a look at shadow energy, and then we'll pull a different tarot. Is you have the tower, the water is clear. Okay, so why is revelation here? The 7 of you're big. You're the situation. You are bigger than the situation. All right. When it comes to someone is showing up for you. Whoever this is has good intentions, but I want to focus on you when it comes to this revelation. What you don't see is you have people that want to help you, but you don't see that. Why is it that Libra doesn't see that assistance is all right? Judgment, the King of Swords. Hold on. Let me move this. When it comes to shadow energy, this water energy of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is clear. It's not murky. You know what I mean? There's no foul play. There's no hot mess. There's no foolishness. There's no hot tea. There is no ill intention. So we can go ahead and just put this back where it belongs. So clarifying, why is it that you don't see that assistance is at your beck and call? You have the Judgment in the air, the King of Swords in the air. I don't know why this is trying to turn around. The Page of Cups. This is you see what we can't, what you see we can't see. That's my, this, the Page of Cups is my, you know, what you see we can't see. So don't assume that we could see what you see, because we can't. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Fool up in the air. Okay. So when it comes to, you can see that assistance is at your beck and call. Um, when it comes to this King of Swords, though, is that you have every right to, you have every right to be the bigger person in the situation. What is, why why are people wanting to help Libra? Libra, because you don't have to do it alone. That's why. There's no ill intentions. Okay. I understand whatever it is that what you see we can't see. You have to communicate that. You look good or whatever. You're not being forced, or you're not obligated to take people with you or have people a part of this season or journey that you are embarking on with this Eight of Pentacles. I love the Eight of Pentacles because the Eight of Pentacles is not a selfish, energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. It's uh, hmm, is this, is Libra working on their own pentacles, or are they working for someone? You have the Sun here, the Five of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. I want to discuss this first. All right. So the people who are showing up for you, the reason why you're bigger than the situation is because there was conflict, but you were able to overcome that conflict. And the what I love about this Queen of Pentacles is that you have a lot to give. All right. Rest assured, uh, the dynamics of this, I'm hearing my faithful servant, my great faithful servant. Anywho, you have the Eight of Wands and the Two of Wands. This is a general spread. The fact that you have 6 spreads that I'm getting ready to do, Libra, we're not going to go all the way deep and diving into this. If you want to extend it to this session, your general session, then you know what to do. And so when it comes to direction and you being in control of this situation, it just feels like you have placed people where they belong. And there is no hard feelings, there's no ill intention. Vice versa, the people who are now, whatever the conflict was in the past, it is resolved. And those same people are trying to assist you. They want to be a part of this Eight of Pentacles. Libra. There's no bad blood. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. Did you see that? With the Ten of Cups, there's fulfillment. Whether you want fulfillment independently or whether you want to share this independence, it's up to you. There is no obligation. Moving forward, what is the surface of things? Give me a direct transformation message for my Libra. I don't know why I keep wanting to call you Aries. I keep hearing, I'm telling you, what I keep hearing in the ethers is she be reading the shit out of those cards. And I don't curse. That's adult language. Listen, I'm here to show up for you, Libra. Okay? I know how it feels to want somebody to show up for you. We not woe, there is no woe is me today. All right, what is the direct transformation message for Libra? What you don't see is be proud, Libra. Mm. You don't owe nobody no explanation. And that's what I said at the beginning of this session. Not just your session, but the remaining six. The guided message, I can't recall because I was channeling, but you can rewind this and check it out. It's still there. I'm not gonna edit anything out. It'll be there. But all I know is it had something to do with lessons or something like that. It says your direct transformation message when it comes to the surface of things. Okay. So, what I love about the peacock energy, what people don't know is peacocks are just as vicious as protective dogs. Okay. And there's different types of protective dogs. And how do I say? I'll just say a peacock energy is something else. You know what I mean? Like peacocks are very territorial and they don't play about what it is that they are protecting. And so you have every right. So be proud of what it is that you're protecting. Divine is exceedingly with joy when it comes to you. You are being spoken of in places that you haven't even stepped into. When it comes to the watchers and the councils, for those of you who believe in spirituality and the council of the watchers, which are the angels, those that are above us human beings, you are being discussed, and everyone is proud of you, Libra. Anywho, your direct messages says it's time to celebrate all that you've achieved. So if you've been wondering, Libra, this is a side note, I don't know who you are. If you've been questioning if you are being watched, you are. Everyone is being watched. Okay. Divine knows every piece of hair that is on your head. Okay. Divine has so many workers working for Divine. There is nothing being hidden, nothing. And if something slightly is hidden, best believe whoever's seen what is being hidden, they also have to pay the price for not checking in and reporting. Okay, so let me give you a peace of mind. You are being highly spoken of. So when it comes to this peacock nature, you have every right. Matter of fact, let me pull animal spirit. Let me see, so you can kind of get a let me find the peacock spirit. Hold on. I haven't did animal readings and animal spreads in a minute. Let me see. Let me find it. Let me find the peacock, which is air energy. Hold on. Goodness gracious, where is the peacock? I know the peacock is the air energy. Taurus, I mean, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Let me find it. I don't even know if the peacock is in here. Yep, it is. All right. The peacock represents inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. Um, and you'll know that you are balanced in this nature of this peacock because you're going to be confident and kind. When you're out of balance, you won't be able to digest situations. And those are the lessons that I was telling you about, Libra. All right. And if you're saying, what, you wasn't talking about lessons, well, you just got in here, Libra. In the beginning of this session, when I first started, I channeled something about lessons. I can't recall because I was channeling, but whenever time permits itself, go back and check it out. All right. It's in this session. Okay. Part 2. To bring balance when it comes to this peacock nature, you are being asked to meditate. And that's what came out. And I said, I don't know the details, but I'm not going to jump to assumptions about meditation. You know what? Like I said, you are being highly spoken of. That's what I tapped into. But anywho, the beauty of the peacock is unraveled. It is easy to think. Let me, how rude am I? The beauty of the peacock is unraveled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within it extends outward indefinitely. This adapt creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life. So it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. Confirmation of that general spread. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of self and others. Congratulations, Libra. And the award, the proud award goes to you. Your direct transformation message says it's time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and to be proud. There is no need for me to pull any additional messages. That is very direct. And the reason why is because, you know, I read you the animal spirit. Okay. Moving forward, Libra, what are you refusing to see? Let's take a look. What is my Libra refusing to see? Yeah, when you get your pen and your pencil and you click the timestamp when I post this up, you are going to definitely see what I'm talking about. Okay? It's going to make sense, Libra. For you, I don't think you're going to question lessons anymore. What you don't see is isolation. Wow. Wow, Libra. I can't believe it. You're going to learn the lesson. What you don't see is that you're going to turn around loneliness into solitude. In solitude, discover your true self and connect deeper. When you're in solitude, you don't have to imprison yourself. And that could be the fact of you might be too hard on yourself, or you may find yourself feeling like something is not ever good enough. It's like you're this recognition that's coming through. You may um, fall into the recognition and the praise, the reinforcements of it. And there might be a moment where you doubt yourself. I'm not speaking this into your life, I'm channeling. There could be a moment in space where you are looking for reinforcements. You're wanting someone to say, "Good job, Libra. Keep up the good work, Libra." And unfortunately, you have to learn to encourage yourself. So it's kind of like, yes, this is a moment where you're shining and your name is in places where you haven't stepped in, and the watchers are speaking upon you in great reward. And it just looks like, and there's an Ace of Cups that's going to be released onto you, and you can share this or you can use it for yourself. It's up to you. There's no obligation, like I said. It just seems like, you know, how do I say this? It's kind of like the popular person is popular for 30 days or one day or a week, and it's kind of like you're wanting it to keep on going, uh, but you got to keep doing the work. It's kind of like, I don't know how to explain this when it comes to success. So don't disregard the success that you have accomplished, because your direct transformation message was proud. And it just seemed, and I can understand, because this peacock energy is very territorial, and maybe you are territorial at the wrong time, and you operate as an introvert at the wrong time. So it's kind of like, say you're in public, say you go to an event, right? That is not the time to be an introvert. You get what I'm saying? If you go to a celebration, that is not the time to isolate yourself. I'm concerned about you. There's so much great reward and there's so much recognition here that I don't understand why you are imprisoning yourself behind the scenes of what it is you do not see. And you don't see that you're doing this. That's the thing. When did you disconnect with yourself? When did Libra disconnect with self? The tower is coming up in the up right now. Dang, Libra. Something in a family dynamic. And you've been scarred ever since. So this is telling me that you're not happy, Libra. What's at the bottom of the deck? The star. Ooh, all of the accolades. But who you want the praise from is the people you love. I know this energy very well, Libra. And those who are showing up for you, even your guides are showing up for you. Get out of yourself. There's a lesson in why you are experiencing this great moment, or you will experience a great moment. And in the desire, you isolate yourself because whom you want the praise and reinforcement from doesn't show up. There's beauty in these ashes with the star, the shadow energy. When it comes to the glass house, Libra, you have to accept that you do not have to isolate yourself. When you choose to go into solitude, be proud on why you're going into solitude so that you can produce positive energy than manifesting negative. All right, let's move forward. What is going on behind the scenes for Libra? Hey, Janice. Janice, you said I isolate myself sometimes because I'm quiet and I need to stop doing that. Good job, Janice, on the awareness that you are aware that you isolate yourself sometimes. Sometimes it's good to be quiet. Don't feel obligated. If quiet is your safe space, if quiet is your comfort zone, if it makes you feel uncomfortable, if you feel uncomfortable when you're quiet, then get to the root of why you're uncomfortable. But if quiet is your safe space, don't feel obligated. Don't feel obligated, because whatever energy that's outside of you, Janice, that's outside of you has control over you, and you need to take your power back. So it seems like the energy of isolating is trying to possess you. Okay. And so you need to ground yourself and tell isolation to go. And when you're quiet or in your quiet spaces, find ways to enjoy that solitude. Okay. Oh, you said that stands true to me. To all I want is a person that I am in love with to see me also instead of family and friends. May your wish of desire be granted, Janet. All right. Work on your communication. All right. What's going on behind the scenes for Libra, please? When it comes to working on Janice's communication, give me a word of advice for Janice. And then, listen, Libra, with all the, come on. All right, Libra. Janice, you have acceptance in reverse, fear in reverse, relationships in reverse, and guilt in reverse with adversity coming through. Why is adversity here? Loneliness in reverse. It's all in your head. When it comes to a family dynamic, everyone does it to everyone. It's not just you, is what I see here. All right, what's going on behind the scenes for Libra? What is going on behind the scenes for Libra, please? What's going on behind the scenes for Libra? Happening now. All right. What you don't see, it says, I want to date you in reverse. Don't take help unless you want it thrown in your face. Episodes in public in reverse. Keep a straight face. Partner. Ooh. You are start behind the scenes, Libra. You are starting to see someone for who they are. Okay. The fact that it's happening now is in reverse. You already recognize the flag. I don't know if it's a red flag, a black flag, a white flag, a yellow flag, but when it says keep a straight face, it looks like you are allowing things to slide. I don't see you being oblivious, but it just feels like whatever's going on behind the scenes, if you continue to allow this to happen, this will happen at the forefront, meaning it will be public, meaning this person will embarrass you, split it in reverse, crazy in reverse. Yeah. You let me see. What is this? What does Libra need to do about this situation? I'll tell you off the bat that if you keep allowing this to happen behind the scenes, it's going to happen. The disrespect, I'm just going to generalize it. The disrespect will happen at the forefront. A reason why I'm keeping these blank is because this is a general reading and you still have two more spreads to go. You have the Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess, and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so whoever this person is, you already knew their ways. You said it was okay. You ignored them. Moving forward, um, with the Seven of Pentacles, I don't know if this is you or them, but when it comes to choosing, there's no greed or hunger here. It's just the debate whether a person should be placed back where they belong, or is it the right decision? Like, did I pick the right person, or do I need to pick somebody else? You've already chosen this person, but unfortunately, you could be thinking about behind the scenes someone to replace this person. But before you replace anybody, I think you need to resolve this before you move on. And you will be successful with ending this connection with this person. You will be successful doing this behind the scenes than this being public, because whoever this is, uh they're disrespectful, but it's not to the extreme. But if you continue to allow the disrespect, there's a possibility that it would be the ultimate disrespect that like, wow. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of like, say, I'll never forget this day. This is something that this is what I see, and I don't condone DV, but this is how I'm not saying that this person is domestically violent. All I'm saying is, I remember being at a gathering in a public place. And everyone was laughing, having a good time. And then next thing you know, you never know what someone's going through or what someone just went through. Everyone's laughing, having a wonderful time. And then everyone could see someone pull up in a car and get out of the car. And as they're approaching everybody, everyone's laughing, having a good time. Mind you, these is church folks. So off the bat, when you hanging with church folks, ain't nothing crazy gonna happen. Ain't it, it's a respect thing. No one's fighting, no one arguing. There's no disrespect when you hang with the church folks, especially in a public place. And everyone's laughing, the gospel music is going, and everyone could see that there's someone getting out of the car, and this person is, as they're approaching, they're saying hi to everybody. And next thing you know it, everyone, everyone's eyes is on this person. No one expects danger. No one expects something negative to happen, but all eyes is on the individual who got out of the car, who was approaching everyone in a healthy manner. And as everyone's eye is on this person, everyone witnessed this person hit someone in their face. And everyone now is in awe. The dynamic has changed. Everyone's fear and flight has taken place. Mind you, I don't even think I was 18 yet. And this was my lesson of learning. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't ever get comfortable. That was my lesson of, and at that moment, I don't care where I was in public. I don't care if it was around church folks. I don't care if it was around nerds. I don't care if it was around some gangsters. I don't care if it was around some mobsters. I don't give a damn if it was around some cowboys, some rednecks, some blacknecks. Listen, I am universal, okay? I don't have any restraints when it comes to territories. But anywho, in that moment, I learned my lesson of never get comfortable. Never, ever, 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 ever get comfortable, because that's when the unexpected happens. And that has always stuck with me, because I'm being guided to just stop there. So what I'm trying to tell you is, don't allow this disrespect, whatever form this disrespect is, don't allow it to get to the point where it's publicized, because it just feels like if this disrespect happens, it's the ultimate disrespect. Like something that will break you down, that definitely is the ultimate awakening. So you want to be mindful. Now I'm being guided to go ahead and put this here. You have progress in reverse and crew in reverse. The people that you think that should show up for you and protect you, they are not going to be able to. All right, whoever this person is, they don't care. Whoever this person is, they see you as not a human, like a object. The bottom of the deck is, what does it say? Accessories in reverse. And you need to get in control and stop allowing this person to and treat you like you're an object, and you need to be treated like a human being. Anywho, like I said, with your spread that came from the top of the deck, you'll be able to close out this connection with this person peacefully if you stop it now. Okay. So I don't know who you are. It doesn't have to be romantic. This could be it says partner. This could be a same-sex situation. Yeah. And domestic violence is known in the LGBT community. There's no hiding that. What is the advice for my Libra in regards to that spread? Give me a word of advice. Thank you for the quick read. You're welcome, Janice. I know everyone was probably like, dang, wow. Oh, what? What else happened? Listen, I'm gonna tell you is no one helped her. It was like, okay, we just saw someone get hit in the face. You had someone that reacted that was ready to, retaliate. But unfortunately, this person got away with domestic violence. Mind you, everyone's church going people. They don't fight. You give it to God. And in this matter, God is telling you to get rid of this person. Okay. Word of advice. Hey, Tarot High Priestess. Perseverance. You will get through this. It says, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Yeah. Let go of this loser. Listen, and it don't look like you're going to do it no time soon. Failure is in reverse. I don't know what this person be telling you, but that's your business. Don't say I didn't tell you. You see, this is the time you can get out. Moving forward, what's being projected onto Libra? What's being projected onto Libra? Mm-mm. Star. There we go again. Confirmation. This is good. It says hard times are over. Look forward to abundance and happiness, enthusiasm and positivity. Your general spread, the surface of things. The surface of things clarify this star energy. All right. You could be dealing with the Taurus, Sagittarius, Aquarius. Um, your frequency is definitely attractive, and your hope is very inspiring. Who am I talking to? Libra. And if you decide to isolate yourself, this is where your light is going to illuminate. Just to let you know, you're going to birth mini-me's like you. Unknown desire. What is the unknown desire for Libra? Unknown desire for Libra, please. A gateway. Who got this? Virgo got this. Gateway. So you need to take a break. You're working hard. You need to praise your accolades. You need to be proud of yourself. When it comes to you and a person, I'm sorry, you need to get away from them. And it just seems like they have the gift of the gab, where that's why failure came in reverse. Service, whoever this is, do you think they're your divine counterpart, and they are a twin flame. They are a lesson. Are they going to learn a lesson from you? No, they're not. I'm going to tell you that right now. This person does not just, I don't want to talk about this person more. The desire, your unknown desire, is toxicity. Also, for those of you, you need to take a break. You need to have a vacation. You need to celebrate yourself. Okay. For the others of you, you need to get out of the environment so that you can have a fulfillment, a praise, or something like that. What is the outcome message? The Hermit. There's solitude. Yeah. Change the dynamic of how you isolate yourself. It says, don't ignore your inner voice. To really hear yourself, you may need to unplug and step away from the chaos. Be sure to take time to be alone, to do some soul searching. Your answers are within. And the High Priestess came out. So do not second guess your intuition anymore. All right. Who are we talking to? Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, let's go ahead and start your session. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what your general spread is. So Scorpio, you have 6 sessions. 6 spreads. We're going to do your general spread, the surface of things, what you're refusing to see, and we're going to take a look at behind the scenes and what's being projected onto you and an unknown desire. Who was that? Libra. If I didn't explain your unknown desire correctly, that's just how it came out, okay? I'm going to work on my delivery. All right, your general spread, not Sagittarius, Scorpio. You have laugh and spiritual dialogue. You drunk in the spirit. Are you religious? If you've never been drunken in the spirit, how do I say this? I've only seen people drunk in the spirit twice, and I've only experienced being drunk in the spirit one time, and that was the first time that I seen it, and it jumped onto me. When it comes to your spiritual involvement, which is Hierophant energy, I would kind of sit still on this one. The reason why is because before you join anything, you want to make sure that you know what God they're serving. Okay. And I'm not saying this to scare you, and I'm not saying that someone's serving the wrong God. What I'm saying is I see you possibly signing up for a commitment that is a setup. And the setup is to trap you with an organization. What is this shadow? Tell me about this laugh. Don't be quick to sign up for stuff. The Four of Swords. Yeah. Ask Divine to show you if ask Divine. I don't want to tell you to ask Divine to show you, because sometimes Divine will show you something that you see and you can't, it's like, dang, why did Divine show me that? So I would say this: if signing up for something doesn't bring happiness or laughter in your life, it's a no. Okay? If there's more sadness and disappointment, walk away. And it doesn't have to technically be like religious based. It's just the fact that spiritual dialogue here is kind of like you're an adult Scorpio, and so you should know better. Like, you should know when the iron is hot. You should know that if an environment feels different, that's your cue to walk away, not to continue to wait for the unveiling of what you intentionally are feeling. No. Okay, so this shadow energy with the Four of Swords, what you don't see when it comes to signing up and making a commitment. Okay, make sure you have the full picture. Don't just sign up for something just because it feels good in the moment. You need to know what's going on behind the scenes. You need to know the whole scope of things. And you, with the spiritual dialogue, you have all the tools that you need when it comes to guidance of what you want to be committed to. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Chalices. Okay. I would not I'm being guided to be quiet. Yeah. Don't sign up for anything that will consume you. Okay. That is a direct message. Don't sign up for anything that will consume you. All right. Surface of things for Scorpio. What is the surface of things for my Scorpio, please? What is the direct transformation message? Memories. Be careful with memories. Sometimes people can be attached to memories that can create an illusion that it's a safe space, and it is not. It is a lesson that you are supposed to learn to move forward, not to be at a standstill. But your direct message, transformation message, that comes, your direct transformation message that is attached to this memories. What I love here is this fire energy, this candle. All right, you're getting ready to birth hope. That's if you work on your nostalgia. It says your memories are like diamonds in the treasure chest of your spirit. More and more memories are arising within you. Remember the happier moments with your loved ones who are here in the spirit world. For neither time nor distance can stop the energy of love that you have for one another. So there's closure. Okay. Once you get this closure, this birthing of this hope is going to ignite your fire. For others of you, this closure is getting ready to put you on. You're going to embark on creating something that's attached to the memory of keeping something alive. What else does Scorpio need to know? You have false promises coming in reverse. Self-consciousness, poised, upset, disregard. Mm. Your nostalgia is contradicting. Your why is upsetting. And you need to make peace with that, with the why. Your higher self is ready to move forward. The devil is in reverse. So what that's saying here is it's time to let go of the why. Scorpio, there's no influence here. The negative nostalgia, needing closure. Give me an I am message for the closure for Scorpio, please. I'm being guided to tell you to just focus on the good. Listen to life. The good moments is what's going to bring life to whatever it is you're trying to create connected to the past. It says, I'm attentive to the world around me. Signs and symbols guide me to success. I listen and discover the way of the eternal. You've been going within long enough. You need to lay this to rest. Okay. If you're, this why is negative, and, it keeps you at a standstill, keeps you stagnant. I don't see any positivity in the why. And you need to recover from it, Scorpio. Now, I don't know if you believe in lighting candles or a candle, and maybe write down the why of what you need to be released from, and either burn that or put that under the candle. I would suggest just burning it and then just letting the candle burn. I really don't know too much about candle work, but I that's the basics. And then moving forward, you'll have little synchronicities of good memories that come through that would justify why it was important for you to detach from the negative why. I love you, Scorpio. All right, let's move forward. Behind the scenes, what's going on with Scorpio? What's going on with Scorpio behind the scenes? What messages do you have for Scorpio behind the scenes? I'm being guided to pull this. Why am I being guided to pull this? I don't know. What message do you have for Scorpio? Excuse me. All right. Virgo is in reverse. Thank you. Yes is in reverse. Clarity. Air. 12 is in reverse. Truth is in reverse. Oh, okay. So this is telling me that Virgo energy is about going within. You haven't went within. You have not went within. And you might as well not to, because you're going to get lost in that why, which is negative, and it's going to be hard for you to recover. Okay. That's one message that I see. Other messages that I see is you have a Virgo that lied to you, and you knew that this Virgo wasn't coming back, or you knew this Virgo wasn't going to communicate with you. In regards to the truth is already on the table. Now, is this Virgo coming back? Not to serve you, anywho. 12 is in reverse. This air energy, this Virgo is not healthy for you. Air is the print is the devil governs the air. And you know that this Virgo is not good for you, Scorpio. All right. I don't know why this Virgo makes you feel like comfortable and at home. Maybe you're not ready to remove your own toxicity. And unfortunately, whatever toxicity that you got going on with you, Scorpio, Virgo don't want to deal with that. Virgo don't want to change either. That's not true. So it looks like Virgo is trying to change, but Virgo is not on one accord with you as well. So what I'm saying, someone don't want to change. I'm gonna say that if you are dealing with another zodiac sign, they have no intentions of changing, and that's not true. They just don't want to change for you. And I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news. That's the message. Moving forward, what is being projected onto my Scorpio? Hey, Lizzie. What is being projected on my Scorpio? I was wondering, did we even do the behind the scenes? Did we? Did did we do behind the scenes? I did. Oh, I can't recall. Did we do behind the scenes? Or no, we didn't do behind the scenes. I was wondering. I was like, hold on. What is behind the scenes for us, Scorpio? What you don't see. This is. I'm gonna just take these two piles. What you don't see. You have no self identity. Please call me in reverse. Be grateful. Episode. Told you. Virgo wants to change, but unfortunately, Virgo ain't gonna change with you. This is behind the scenes. I don't know what's going on with you, Scorpio, but be grateful that whatever has transpired between you and Virgo, it could have been worse. Anywho, you have Leo energy coming through, sunset, appreciative in reverse, soulmate. Ooh. So Virgo is your person. You are self-sabotaging this connection. Fall. So Virgo is coming back around in the season of fall. Fall is here. The season of fall is here. So you are home to Virgo. 4 came out, was on the top of the deck of your behind the scenes message. You remember? You can record it. It's there. Listen, Virgo is trying to get back in good graces with you. But unfortunately, Virgo don't want to deal with what comes, doesn't want to. Self-love, please call me. Alliance is in reverse. Spring is in reverse. You have Rob energy. Move on with confidence and wanting a fair. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna just be honest with you. What's going on behind the scenes is self-sabotage, the connection with you and Virgo Scorpio. And unfortunately, let's just say you guys do get back together. Virgo is going to emotionally attach to someone else. And while you have this confidence in this connection, your desires is going to change too. So you guys trauma bond together in some type of toxic way, but for the most part, what you don't know that's going on behind the scenes is Virgo is ready to change. Virgo is ready to change a certain dynamic about themselves. And if you guys are not on one accord, I don't see Virgo trying to press the request of wanting to, go through a transformation with you as one and not as separate, you know. Mm-hmm. If you're not dealing with somebody, be grateful that how you're being perceived on the outside as a loner or someone who's lonely in life, because that is your protection from takers. And you would think that a taker will want to come get you, right? But unfortunately, at this time, we have evolved where takers are not going after the weak. Takers are now needing a challenged. So you're not a challenge. So be grateful. Moving forward, what is being projected onto Scorpio? That is right, Tarot High Priestess. You are in a relationship with the Sagittarius. I remember you telling me that. You said yes, that was just behind the scenes. What is being projected on Sagittarius? Love is coming in reverse. Okay. So what is being projected is the opposite of love. So it's like if someone is saying, I don't love you, they are lying. They love you. Okay. If you feel like life is giving you lemons, you have to learn to make lemonade. The life just wants to see, or would you even put in the effort to make lemonade? And when you make lemonade, are you going to share? Are you going to have this refreshment all for yourself? When it comes to this false projection, so there's a false projection of love being projected. Um, this could be turned around. It says love surrounds all of your connections. Move forward positively in all the areas of your life. So the test here of this false projection of love is you putting in the work. Don't say I didn't tell you. Moving forward, what is the unknown desire? What's the unknown desire? Unknown desire regarding wait a minute, you confusing me. Tarot High Priestess, I think I'm on Scorpio. I am not on Sagittarius yet. That might have been we have 3 unknown desires here, pile 1, 2, and 3. Wait a minute, are we on Sagittarius? Hold on. No, we're on Scorpio. Oh, now I'm confused. I think we're on Scorpio. Can somebody tell me, have I been saying Sagittarius or have I been saying Scorpio? Because the last timestamp that I have is Scorpio. I didn't put Sagittarius Scorpio. I mean, Sagittarius is timestamp. So if Sagittarius, if we on Sagittarius, Sagittarius is gonna have a double. But for the most part, I'm when I'm channeling, I'm not really, you know. So Scorpio, I hope we're on yours. Scorpio, your unknown desires. You have 3 here. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Pile 1, unknown desire for my Scorpios is ego. I'm gonna just be straightforward. I'm gonna be straightforward, Scorpio. When something that you said that you would never do, you're gonna end up doing, and it is something that you wouldn't see yourself doing, and you actually find fulfillment in doing it. I don't know what that is. File 2, magnifying glass. When it comes to your you if you ain't never been nosy before, you is about to get lost in learning something about somebody. Okay, for some of you, you're getting ready to fall in love with a show. You're gonna binge watch something. Pile 3, you have faith here. Oh my. I don't want you to get lost in this space because how do I say this? There's a visitation coming towards you. The prayer that you sent out to get a message from a loved one, it's coming. Accept the message and let them go. Okay? They'll come again. But if you hold on to them, they won't get permission to come back to deliver any more messages to you. All right. Sagittarius, let's go ahead and start your session. I'm very confident that that was Scorpio's session. Okay, thank you. I was like, wait a minute. Like my heart dropped. I'm like, what do I do? All right. Sagittarius, we're getting ready to start your session. We're going to do 6 spreads for you. The first spread is a general spread. And the second spread will be, the first spread is a general spread. The second spread is the surface of things. The third spread is what you're refusing to see. The fourth spread is we're going to take a look at behind the scenes. The fifth spread, we're going to look at what's being projected. And then the sixth spread, your unknown desire. All right, Sagittarius, let's go ahead and see what messages come out for you. Oh my goodness, that was the biggest scare today. It really was, because the upload of these videos lately have been taking a long time. A long time. And I'm patient. It's just, yeah. Anywho, that's my business. It don't got nothing to do with you, Sagittarius. I'm just talking out loud at this point. But I don't want it to sound like I'm trying too hard. I'm in good spirits, and I hope you're in good spirits as well. Let's go ahead and see what general messages come out for you, okay? All right. What does Sagittarius need to know? You have passion coming in reverse. You know who got passion? I think that was Aries. You may want to go check out Aries in part 1. Was it Aries? Someone got passion. I can't remember. But you have passion in reverse. Why is passion in reverse? Passion was up in the air for somebody. This is not interested. Okay, this is not no interested in people, places, or things. This is not no commitment. This is no loyalty. This is like living each day as each day is. Same shit, different day type energy. Ace of Wands in reverse. No interest. There's no sex either. There's nothing. What? Show me the shadow energy of this. Someone can have an erect situation, or this is just, not being aroused at all. You have the Lovers in reverse and the Moon. This is shadow energy. There is no deception when it comes to not wanting to do anything in life, no, there's no interest. There's no hope, there's no fire energy, there's no drive, there's no ambition. What's at the bottom of the deck? The Emperor. Dang. This Emperor in shadow energy is I don't want to, how everyone, it's a trend where everyone just recklessly uses narcissists. I don't want to call this person a narcissist. I just want to call this shadow energy of this Emperor with the Moon and the Lovers in reverse. Whoever this is choosing to be this way. So it's kind of like if someone is giving someone a hard time, it's because they're choosing to give people, places, or things a hard time. They're choosing not to be loyal to people, places, or things. They are preserving their fire energy. What are they preserving their fire energy for? It's at the bottom of the deck. Dang. So this person is a user. Yep. There's no need for me to. This person is a taker and a user. They'll take, but they ain't giving. And this is to life too. This is everything. Like, this person just, like I said, I don't know how people say it, but you know how people say, you be like, hey, what's up? What's going on with you? And for those who talk like that, I don't talk like that. I say grand rising, good morning, how are you? You know what I mean? I'm trying to limit saying good morning, but I don't mind saying good morning. It's kind of like this person is, it's kind of like, how you doing? Oh, different day, same shit. And I'm not cursing. This is the adult language. What is the word of advice? And this is supposed to be your general spread. So if you're wanting to know if your person is going to change, no. If you are wondering how you are being perceived, you are being perceived as a cold person. But you're choosing to be a cold person. Indecision. Wow. Someone is at a crossroads of thinking about lightening up, like stop giving someone a hard time or putting more effort in people, places, or things. Something that's gone too far. Yeah, they're ready to lay it to rest. So someone is ready to turn over a new leaf with the world here. That's crazy. Someone wants to move forward, but without the toxicity. They want to lay the toxicity to rest. But unfortunately, if this is dealing with a person, it takes two people to put the work in. One person can't do it alone. For my Sagittarius, where it's just you, yourself, and just you and nobody else, you don't have any drive about life, and it's time to get out of that. You know why you are the way you are. It's like you're waiting for the right time to be the person that you want to be. But just know the moment that you're ready to do that, And with this indecision, it's gonna feel complicated. It's gonna feel hard because there's still more to life that you have to learn when it comes to your intuition and understanding all aspects of life. There's deception when it comes to your shadow energy in life. It's like it's like you're not making your choices independently. You are allowing life to make choices for you. And that is not serving you well at all. It is deteriorating who you are. So it's time for you to stop sleeping your life away. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Bring laughter into your life. Someone's name could be Kevin. Moving forward, or someone's having a big heart for change. Moving forward, where are we at? What are you refusing to see, my love? What is Sagittarius refusing to see? This card tried to bend fear. You are afraid of your own self. When it comes to your shadow self, this is the one that bended. Betrayal. You know that you will betray yourself because you love your shadow self. Your shadow self works, but unfortunately, your shadow self is saying, "Hey, I need a break. I need to go on vacation. You need to step into the light for a minute." But it just feels like with this little tricky thing, it's kind of like when it comes to the arts, Sagittarius, it's kind of like you don't like the light. That's the truth. I don't know how and when you were consumed by the light. It's kind of like what is that? I'm gonna tell you something that happened to me, and this is a warning for all the zodiac signs. Those of you who have Sagittarius placements, or those of you who are in Sagittarius's energy. When someone tells you don't seek and find, because you'll find what you're looking for, listen. When someone says, um, "You sure you want to know?" I don't think you should know. Listen. Um, don't pray for something if you don't want to know the answer. So what I'm trying to tell you is, I remember um, a fraternity, a family member, not my blood family, but someone who is attached to my family, whom, if someone was to ask me, do I know this person? I would say they're like kin, but they're not kin folk. For me, you get what I'm saying, but they're kinfolk to my family. I remember this alleged kinfolk that's technically not my kinfolk, but just from association, um, was trying to teach me not to seek and find. Sometimes we are not mature enough for the information, uh, because we don't know how to process it, or it could position us in experiences that we're not ready for. And I wanted her to tell me about uh Gregory Dickinson. And she said, you don't want to know about Gregory Dickinson. Mind you, she's in fraternity. She's sworn in fraternity. Also, she is a reserve military agent. And she said, some things you just don't need to seek, because once you learn, you can't unlearn. And I was just like, very young minded, in this area. And I was like, just tell me just tell me. And mind you, internet was just, popping. Didn't take off. We had access to the web, but, it wasn't like, I didn't have the mindset of knowing that I could just, Bing and Yahoo. I don't even think Google wasn't even made yet. It was only Yahoo and Bing and Firefox. And I didn't think to Bing it or Yahoo or search, uh, uh, is it Gregory Dickinson or Dickinson Gregory? And she said, okay. I asked her so many times. She said, I'm trying to tell you, once you know, there's no turning back. And I'm just like, man, just tell me. And so she started telling me this stuff, right? I didn't comprehend it, but as years progressed, and then when I started getting access to information, I remember there being a moment in my life where I wished I never sought after information. And the last uh message that I heard Gregory Dickinson say was, once you put on those road colored glasses, there's no taking it off. Or once the universe puts on those rose colored glasses, there's no taking it off. And so what I'm here to tell you is the fact that the light consumes you, my Sagittarius. I don't know how and when it consumes you to where you don't like, there's a piece of information that you know about the light, and you choose the darkness over the light, and darkness is saying, hey, I need a break. I've never known darkness to say I need a break. So that means you've been operating in darkness for quite some time, where darkness, the devil himself is saying, get the fuck on, Sagittarius. Go to the light. What you need is at the light. And I'm not laughing at you, Sagittarius. It's just like, what? The devil is telling you to go to the light. What? Okay. Anywho, you going to the light, Sagittarius, of what it is you're refusing to see is that whatever this information that is of enlightenment is not going to consume you. It's actually going to be a mechanism of protection that is going to assist you from portraying yourself. So your shadow self is saying, yeah, I need you. You know, you're my boom coon. Like, we ride it, we Bonnie and Clyde. But unfortunately, your shadow self is saying, if you don't go to the light, I will no longer be accessible to you. So it's kind of like all access to whatever you're good at, you won't have you. It's kind of like being paralyzed and no longer having access to it. That's what you don't see. That's what you're refusing to see, is the overuse of something. So it's kind of like, you know, if you don't brush your teeth, eventually your teeth is going to decay, right? If you don't drink water, well, I can't say that because water impacts people differently. So, but what I'm just going to say this is, yourself won't allow you to portray yourself. The ultimate betrayal is the fact that your shadow is going to depart from you. And what you find fulfillment in your shadow self, you will no longer have access to. You will be forced into the light. When it comes to a love lost one who betrayed you, I don't know how you're able to tap into them, but unfortunately, whatever they are contained in, they're going to get out. I don't know. Did someone drop something? Did you cheat someone something? And it's whoever you taught something to, they betray you and release this light to where your shadow self departs from you. I don't know what this is. Give me a word of advice. I don't know what this is. Overall, you are afraid of yourself, and you know what you don't see is portraying your own self. For the most part, I see shadow self portraying you, the devil portraying you. You have change and purpose in reverse. What you don't see is that nothing changes. Nothing is changing. You may be thinking that things are changing, and they are not. There is deception. All right. The lie detector said it was inclusive. What is it called? It's not a lie. It was, what is it called when the lie detector test It doesn't say that it's a lie. It's not yes or a no, but it is inclusive. Is it inclusive? I'm not really for sure, but the liar detector said test says I'm not even negotiating the truth for you. Taurus, is it a Taurus who betrays you? Because that was channeled. Mm. What you don't see is that someone's intentions um, does not change the dynamic. And if someone is telling you, like, it's kind of like, it's like if you are trying to get a rapport from someone, a catch up or the 411, someone is lying to you. It's like someone is saying, yeah, it's all good. Sure is. It's good. It's not. Nothing has changed. So if you loan someone some money, what you don't see is they did not do what they were supposed to do at all. Whoever's reporting to you is what you don't see is that they are lying. They have been restricted. Someone over them. I don't know. I think you better get your ducks in order, Sagittarius. Moving forward, what is being projected on Sagittarius? That right. That is a shame. I was so uncomfortable delivering that message. Oh my gosh. I have never been uncomfortable. I have been uncomfortable, but like not that uncomfortable where I feel like, am I getting judgment? Hold on, wait a minute. Because if the devil himself is saying, listen, I need a break from you. Oh my. What is being hold on. What is being projected onto you is abundance and patience in reverse. Okay. You may be feeling like you don't have time to change the directory, but that is false. Now is not what is being, it is kind of like, how something's shiny or something is good. Like I told you, something is not good. And it's kind of like, double up. I don't know. And it's not Nipsey Hustle. It's kind of like, if I give you $100, Cherry, and I flip it, and the next time I see you, you have $100. It's like, Smokey, what did you do with my money? And whoever this is having a good time. And while you are being patient, thinking that everything is going the way it's supposed to, I think you need to start preparing to recover whatever this hiccup is. But moving forward, what is being projected is a lie. Bottom of the deck, Judgment. I told you. I told you. Listen, this is the moment where I want a shot of alcohol. And, today's date is the last date. Last year on this date was the last time that I was intoxicated. I'm talking about intoxicated. Where tomorrow, the 8th, will be my first sober day. So it will be a year. So when I tell you, this ain't even worth a celebration of taking a shot. Let me just go ahead and drink my coffee. And I'm not tooting no horn. Something you think, I don't know, I'm being guided to shut up. But when it comes to abundance, it says lucky times are ahead of you, along good news, success, and prosperity. You have it under control. That's what it looks like. And right now you are strategizing. That's what's up in the air. The next move. Don't say I didn't tell you. Give me an IM message for this. I love you too, Sagittarius. I surely do. I love everybody. I even love the people who don't love me. Everything turns into light. This is fire energy. This is being branded, being sealed by the fire. That I don't know how it, well, yeah, I do know how it feels to be burnt with a hot spoon, but I don't know how it feels to be branded by the fire. I don't know what this is. Everything turns into light. It says I work to improve myself, embrace all that life brings me, and transforms darkness into light. I allow myself to grow and become stronger. The devil gave you the keys, Sagittarius. Mm. This is not a moment where I would say something ain't clinked in the milk. This is not that. You're getting ready to brand a new cow. I don't know what this means. I'm being guided to leave it alone. Anywho, moving forward. If I wanted to break that down, you know how, oh, how do I say it? You know how masculine men view women as cows? It just looks like there's a Sagittarius getting ready to brand a cow in the symbolic way of branding a woman. I don't know. I don't know. The bottom of the deck you have release. Ooh, none of my business. None of my business. Moving forward, what is the unknown desire here for Sagittarius? We've been in your energy for too long, Sagittarius. Mm, 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 mm. What is the unknown desire? You got a lot. You got power 1, 2, and 3, Sagittarius. Power 1, unknown desire is called. Your prayer is being answered. Just know this. The devil said it's a go. Other than that, when it comes to this unknown desire of wanting to know a piece of information, can you handle this information that you getting? Because it's top secret. Don't nobody know about this information. Can you handle it? I was wondering why I was channeling that information. Once you get a hold of something, or once you are aware of something, there's no turning back. Anywho, pile 2, ghosts. Ooh. Mm. I don't know too many people who get fascinated by paranormal activity. But for the most part, to look at the brighter side of this, I see a Sagittarius getting off on ghosting people. Like it's gonna become natural to you. It's gonna be like, the fact that you're gonna get in the habit of cutting people off and get gratification of them desiring you. You know what I mean? Anywho, uh, pile 3, you have spirit here. There's the light. There is the light. Wow. This isn't resentment. This is a conversation with God. And whatever this message is something that you've been wanting to hear. I don't know. For some of you Sagittarius, you've been wanting to know if God has forgiven you. And the answer is yes. Moving forward, overall direct message for Sagittarius. The only reason why I'm doing that is because the devil and God is involved here. It's like a back and forth. The devil is saying, I don't want to deal with Sagittarius. And God is saying, what? Oh, my word. The musician. Oh, you got all the tools that you need. Oh, you are definitely blessed and highly favored, Sagittarius. Not everybody gets the zeal of being able to operate in darkness and light. I mean, we all have the yin and the yang and the balance of light and dark, but unfortunately, when it comes to your path, you could do what you please. Today, you could be the darkest person you want to be. Tomorrow, you could be the lightest person you want to be, with no restrictions, with no judgment, with no repercussions, with I don't know what order, that has been assigned to you, but this musician is a bad mama jamma. Anywho, the musician is pointing in the talent, capability, and resources at your disposal. The mind and the world are only reflections of another. Remember that you are powerful and the outer world will follow. So be mindful of who you brand, because don't forget, what you refusing to see is you teaching somebody something and they portray you. Whew. I didn't say betrayal. I said betray you. So who is the master? Who has the authority of branding people? You don't want to position yourself that way. So it is going to be a betrayal, Sagittarius. Moving forward, Capricorn, let's go ahead and see what messages come out for you. And let me go ahead and get your timestamp ready. Sagittarius, hopefully you don't feel offended by the messages that came out. That's what came out. If it was my way, I wouldn't have did a reading, Sagittarius, because I don't do readings from outside of, like, I don't say, Sagittarius, oh, I'm gonna do a reading and then give you my opinion. No, it doesn't work that way. I get the cards, whatever is channeled is channeled. Whatever direct message shows up, that's what shows up. So don't force any of those channel messages. Okay, just letting you know. You may resonate with another zodiac sign if you have those placements. All right, so Capricorn, let's go ahead and do your session. We're going to start off with your general spread, and then we will take a look at the surface of things, and then we will take a look at what you're refusing to see, and then we'll take a look at behind the scenes. And then we'll take a look at what's being projected. And then the last spread, we will take a look at unknown desire. All right. There's something that you're not asking. And the reason why you're not asking, Capricorn, this is just as a side note, I'm not going to put this in your spread, is because your emotions is attached to it. Or it's a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You're refusing to ask a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces something. And the reason why you don't want to is because emotions are involved. All right. I don't know why I'm hearing asking you shall receive. If you don't, I mean, the worst thing that someone can say is it's a no. And I know a Capricorn that said that. I swear. I don't talk to that Capricorn, but I do keep that with me. I say that sometimes, because that just, every time I heard that Capricorn say that like that, it just brought laughter into my life. It's a no. All right, Capricorn, let's go ahead and see what your journal message is. You guys are not going to take heed to why that's funny, but it's nah. Anywho, Capricorn, let's go ahead and see what messages come out for you. You have keep searching until you find what works for you. You have directed. This is all up in the air. This is how it laid out. If it would have laid out this way, it would have been a whole nother story. All this is up in the air. So you got nostalgia going up. You all in your headspace. You have ready money up in the air. You have ask. So you already know that someone's going to tell you no, or you already told someone no. You have fee. Do you owe someone some money, or someone owes you some money, or you don't want to pay a fee? You have accomplish and chastity. And this is not a chastity belt. Actually, it is. It has to do with celibate. You're being asked to go on the journey of being celibate, Capricorn. And when you decide to become celibate, your money gonna come in. I'm not allowed to fill in these blanks because this is a general reading, but what we can do is clarify. Keep searching until you find what you want. Why is that there? Why is that there for Capricorn? Oh, what you don't see. You ain't searching. You ain't searching. You ain't doing nothing, Capricorn, is what it's showing here. You loyal to doing nothing? Why is Four of Swords here? All right, you have the full internal conflict. Okay. Why is asking a no? Fulfillment is up in the air. What you deem as fulfillment is not true, it's false. Get out of your head, Capricorn. What you deem as fulfillment is like no negotiation. It's kind of like say Capricorn, let's eat some ice cream, right? And I say, what's your favorite ice cream? You like, I don't got a favorite ice cream. I'm like, well, my favorite ice cream is right? So yeah, my ice cream, you say, I don't like butter pecan. And I say, well, try something else. And you like, I don't want to try nothing else. And all you have to do is say is, you know what? I've never tried ice cream before. So it just feels like there's a lot that you don't know, and that's the conflict. You don't be ashamed. You don't want to be stupid for the most part. Okay. When it comes to people you trust or someone that you can trust, whom that you can ask, and they won't make a fool of you, or they won't put you down, or they won't talk about you or throw it in your face, you will find fulfillment. You have someone that will show up for you, that will help you get to this 10 of Cups. But for the most part, when it comes to self-discipline, you're being asked to start the journey of celibacy. Oh, that goes there. Tell me about this fee. What you don't see is, oh yeah, it costs to be the boss. That's what this is. And technically what boss means is a bitch. Okay. So it costs to be a bitch. If you want to be a bitch and be an asshole and have it your way, it costs. So you whatever it is that you need to accumulate so that you can be a bitch, then so be it. And that's not derogatory or disrespectful. If you want to be a bitch, be a bitch. But it costs to be a bitch. It costs to have your way, have it your way. And unfortunately, if you wanted to have it your way, you got to put in the work. But is this you putting in the work for yourself or for others? You gotta. Oh, you don't have control in your life right now. What you don't see is the Hierophant in reverse, the Three of Wands in reverse, and the Musician. Yeah, you don't have control, and you ain't following the rules either. But let me get a word of advice, a Capricorn, and we're gonna get out of this because Divine is telling me I'm doing too much. I'm doing too much in regards to you. What's up in the air? Empathy, death, patience, and blame. Got to take accountability, Capricorn. And when it comes to this empathy, the question is, will you feel again? Are you wanting someone to feel again? I don't know. That's your business. But either than that, what's up in the air is all up in your head. You need, I don't know what to tell you, Capricorn. That was your general spread. If you're another zodiac sign and you resonate with Capricorn session or general spread, either you're dealing with the Capricorn or you have Capricorn placements. Oh, if you don't have Capricorn placements, you're just in Capricorn's energy at this time. What's the surface of things? What's a direct message for Capricorn? I don't know. The rumor is that you're a snitch, Capricorn. Are you trying to create a rumor to say that someone is a snitch? You better hold your tongue, Capricorn, because you may get bad karma from creating a false rumor. You have a mother's love up in the air. Okay. You are doing things that you don't want to do, Capricorn. Your direct message says a mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows this is up in the air, so this is not happening. There's a possibility that it can happen, but maybe this is what you want. You have control of this. The air is your grounds. The prince of air, devil, right? Um, a mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that a special bond of love can never be broken. My condolence to you, Capricorn. Think of the good. That's what's going to sustain you. Moving forward, when it comes to my Capricorns who are wanting TLC or some type of acknowledgement or some reassurance or some guidance, um, you already know what your mother would say. And it just feels like the traditional aspect of your mother, what it is that you, let me not jump to conclusions. Show me the shadow energy here, because what I'm about to say, I want to confirm. The Ace of Chalices. Your mother accepts you for who you are, and you know that. So it's a respecting. And this Ace of Chalices, it's time for you to go on the journey of celibacy. It's too much orgasms here. And if that's what you like, that's what you like. But unfortunately, with your general spread, now that we're on the surface of things, your mother accepts you for who you are. But I don't think that your mother is going to, for those of you whose mothers are alive, they're not, based off of who they are, they're not going to tell you something you already know. I don't know how to explain it. Okay. What other messages do you have for I'm not going to read the darkness of what I see here. I'm not going to do that. I refuse to. I'm not. But what I will say this is, the secret is that's been swept under the rug. Um, how do I say this? This type of behavior is not going to change. And this is dark. You know what I mean? And um, oh, before I pull, Jesus, help me. I feel uncomfortable. What does that say? Let me move this to the side. Is this intro perspection in reverse? I don't know what Capricorn you are, but tarot is not snitching. First of all, you shouldn't be watching tarot if you don't want to know something. Wasn't that the first message? Who did I tell that to? Was that Sagittarius? Don't seek and ye shall find. So obviously you need to move your ears. You need to take your eyes somewhere else. No one is making you listen. No one is making you watch. If you don't want to know something, then go on about your business. Like I said, don't create bad karma that you ain't going to be ready for, because God don't play about me. Moving forward, you have introspection in reverse, discerning upright, discovery upright in reverse, introversion upright, bothered upright, in reverse, mindfulness upright, enlightenment upright, self-examination upright, and concept in reverse. You are always going to be who your mother created you to be. That's what I see here. And you like it. There's no changing that. Moving forward, when it comes to, yeah, I'm going to leave this alone. Give me a word of advice. Something about prayer. Let's pray. I don't know. Empathy. Capricorn, I am so sorry. I'm not a sorry person. I'm sorry that you are discombobulated when it comes to empathy. Like, it's kind of like it's the opposite. Empathy is bad, and empathy is supposed to be good. It's like the way you think about stuff is incorrectly. That's the truth. And you project that onto people. You remind me of a Capricorn that I know. Two Capricorns that I know. Okay. Whoever the Capricorn that I know, once you stop having orgasms, your mother's message is gonna come through. Your mother can't come through with the unclean mind, whoever you are. All right. Moving forward. What are you refusing to see, Capricorn? What is Capricorn refusing to see? My goodness. You know how long I've been doing readings? Since April of 2020. How in the hell would you try to start a rumor that I'm a snitch? Who does that? Like, you're a hater. As of this moment, you are now going to be restricted. And I'm just delivering the message, whoever you are. And that's not no witchy poo. I'm just delivering a message. Don't be lying. I ain't no snitch. I'm far from a snitch. I mind my business. Anywho, what is it that Capricorn is refusing to see? Dependency. Oh my. It says find strength in inner sufficiency and empowerment. In your first spread, it says that you don't want to do nothing. Or that's how it's being projected. So what you're not admitting right now is that you have an addiction. What you don't see is that you're needy and you need to get out of the old way of doing things. Direct message. There's no need for me to sit here and serve you your messages when you can't handle the truth. I know how it feels. There's some times where the truth has broken me down and I have shed some tears, but guess what? I took accountability and responsibility, not on man's time, but on God's time. When God said, okay, now it's time. Oh yeah, I was on it. And I'm speaking of my experiences is when life humbles you or when you humble yourself, right? Anywho, next spread. What's going on behind the scenes dealing with Capricorn? Self-discipline is not easy. It really isn't. Discipline by itself is not easy. All right. 86 could be a significant. 68 could be significant, Capricorn. You have homeless in reverse. It says they lied to you in reverse. Same patterns in reverse. Summer in reverse. So what this is telling me, majority of the messages that came out, that's what's being projected. And we haven't even did the spread of projection. So it's kind of like whatever you got going on is opposite of what people are assuming. That's for a certain Capricorn is what I'm seeing here. So the rumor has it is you're homeless. That's not true. The rumor has it is someone is telling the truth. The rumor has it is you have been changing, but you're working behind the scenes. Rumor has it is that whatever transpired in the summer, something transpired in the summer And that's what changed the trajectory. We have false promises, affair coming in reverse, deranged, mourning. Okay. Green eye. This morning here, whatever happened in the summer, the rumor sadness is something in the morning. Do you pray now? We have the time in reverse. So someone is telling you about a relationship, something false promises that was intentional. Capricorn, did you lie to someone and tell them you're homeless so that you can move in with them? I can't pull these. Well, Capricorn, I will say this. There is no stopping karma. I don't know if you guys could still hear me or you guys couldn't see it because I was channeling and I wasn't looking at the screen. So I didn't know. I don't know when it went out, but I don't know if you guys were able to hear. I'm not really for sure, but everything happens for a reason. And Capricorn, it's a reason for everything. And I'm not I was channeling it. What am I to regurgitate? Proposal. What the desires ooh, you want to propose this, you want commitment. That's just the head side of the coin of your unknown desires. You want commitment. The tail end of the coin is that you already know who you want to be committed to or who you want to propose to. Your business, Capricorn. All right, Aquarius. Hopefully that screen doesn't go out on you. Aquarius. I didn't even see that the screen had went out at all. So this is the moment where I would apologize. Like I should have been paying attention, but I was channeling. Like I wasn't even. I was like, Capricorn, your reading was so uncomfortable. You and Sagittarius' reading was uncomfortable. I ain't like it. General message for Aquarius, please. Oh, and there was no sound. Oh my gosh. Capricorn, that was your message. Just shoot, look. If you don't take heed to your whatever you already know that you need to take heed to, maybe something about deaf ears, something like that. I don't know. But you need to go get your ears checked out. You may be losing hearing. I don't know. What is the general message for Capricorn, please? Thank you. You have genius in reverse, Aquarius. You have evangelism in reverse. We're gonna keep that, like so, like this, like that, and like this, and like that, like so. All right. So you have evangelism in reverse, genius in reverse, pay in reverse. What does this say? Capital in reverse and insight in reverse. Okay. Why is evangelism in reverse? First of all, let me see shadow energy before we jump to conclusions. Aquarius, because this right here, this is death. Aquarius, like this is the ultimate ending, not of losing your life. Like this is a whole nother path. Stopping a path to start another path. Yeah. Page of Pentacles. Aquarius. Nice. Whatever this new path is, Aquarius, you are definitely gonna feel young again. Whatever this is gonna lead the way too. With this Page of Pentacles, oh, you a page. What turn that page, Aquarius? Now tell me what this evangelism is. I'm being guided for you to stop telling people information. Emperor. Tell it like it is. Genius in reverse. Oh, 7 of Wands. Tell me what insight is, Aquarius. What is insight? Oh, what is insight? Oh, the world and what? Oh, 7 of Pentacles. On the bottom of the deck is the 6 of Cups. All right, let's take it serious, Aquarius. So you could be this page, or you could step into this masculine energy, but the Emperor is a father. Okay? You have a father figure here coming in your energy that needs your help, Aquarius. The moment that you're getting ready to embark on something is a moment that a father figure comes, someone you deem as a father, or this is you in masculine, heavy masculine energy, like the Emperor. Ooh. Mm. You are the problem solver, Aquarius. You know who to give to. You know who to fight for. Only thing is, I'm just not understanding why these cards are in reverse. You owe no man nothing. You paid the price, Aquarius. Why is this Seven of Pentacles here? Ah, yep. When it comes to people needing your help, Aquarius, when it comes to, I'm going to say this, Aquarius, when it comes to leadership, you stepping into leadership, what leaders don't tell inspiring leaders is that some people, you have to, you have to accept the people who betrayed you. But those betrayals is what made you who you are. The same people that betrayed you are the same people who are going to support you. Only thing is knowing where they belong. Uh, this father figure betrayed you. This is a whole nother message. And so the wheel turns. Just know whoever this father figure is, you are a pawn to them. They're thinking about coming towards you, but you're getting this shadow energy of the Page of Pentacles. I'm gonna tell you this, Aquarius, and I know this energy very well. On the outside, people may deem you as you not knowing, like you don't know nothing, but you do know. No one gives you the credit for being smart and intelligent. Unfortunately, someone needs your brilliance, your knowledge, because someone wants this glory. Someone wants to use you to obtain glory, Aquarius. Now, in regards to you, when it comes to giving, you're being asked to give to the new and not the old, whatever that means to you. Because you're going to be guided. This is shadow energy, the Page of Pentacles, the shadow energy. You're going in your shadow energy. This pentacle is, you may want to listen to Sagittarius's uh, uh, session. I'll have the timestamp in the comment section when I end this part too. But it's just kind of like what you found in the dark is what brings light into your life. I don't know how to explain it, Aquarius. I'm not resonating with your reading. I'm very familiar with this. This is something, energy that I triumphed in the past. And congratulations, Aquarius. Now, in regards to this father figure, just know that you are a pawn. This is not sincere. They're using you for glory. They're using you to pawn you to get some type of glory, glorification, or some type of sense, or some. There's a father figure coming in as if they know how, as if they're the only one who know how to tame you, but in realization, you have more power over them and you can tame them. So what you don't know, Aquarius, is your position over people. And I think it's best that you keep it that way, because there's more lessons that you need to learn, so that the moment that you do step into your true position of who you are, everyone stays in their position. Then an Aquarius knowing who they are and placing people where they belong. All right. Based off experience. Okay. Aquarius, what are you refusing to see? What is my Aquarius refusing to see? Pisces, we got you next. Thank you so much for being patient. And actually, we are doing good because part one, when we hit the 2 hour mark, we was barely on Taurus. Literally. We was barely on Taurus. What you're refusing to see is depression. All right. Divine is saying there should be no reason why you are depressed moving forward. For the most part, what you don't see, Aquarius, is that depression is dormant and anything can trigger the depression. And it's time for you to do some inner work, Aquarius, and just remove depression out of your life. But for the most part, Divine is saying there should be no excuse of why you are depressed. And it says, this too shall pass. Every storm brings a rainbow. Very direct message. There's no need to look around that. You already have a lot of messages coming out for you, Aquarius. What's being projected on Aquarius? But just so that you can have reassurance, give me a word of advice for Aquarius, please, regarding this depression that Aquarius is refusing to see perseverance. Yeah, the storm is over now. Joy comes in. You may weeping may endureth in the night, but joy comes in the morning. And the wheel continues to turn. All right. What is being projected on Aquarius? What is being projected on my Aquarius? Is there still no sound? Can you guys hear me? Because Tarot High Priestess Ruby, you said there was no sound. I know that was from when we did Capricorns, but is there no sound right now? I hope there's no sound. I mean, I hope there is sound. Can someone let me know if there's sound? Can you hear me? Oh my, let me see. I see the thing moving, so we gotta have some sound. Okay, perfect. Okay, what is being projected onto you? This is too many messages, Aquarius. Okay, I have the go. All right, you have birth up in the air and sun. So what's being projected onto you is this new beginning, and that this new beginning is so glorious and happy. But what people don't see is that it's not. So I don't see fakeness here. I see Leo's energy. I just see you using the sun as a tool to utilize, to bring the nutrients that you need to be able to sustain, to be able to survive. I know this energy quite well. This is literally my energy yesterday, Aquarius, right? Not pretending that everything is fine, but putting God first, and then, waiting for enlightenment to give me, how do I say this? So the fact that when it came to this birth yesterday, the fact that I realized that there was no restraints, people, places, or things, there was something that was a void. And it was like, why do I feel like this? I'm not lonely. I'm not sad. I'm not depressed. But why do I feel like something is missing? And, sometimes if you are inside for a long period of time and you don't get any sunlight, sometimes that deficiency can play tricks on you. So, Aquarius, get some sunlight if you can. Make sure that your environment is balanced. But for the most part, what's being projected to you is like life is just great, and people can see that there's this new beginning that's fulfilling for you. And then you have ego, chariot in reverse, and phoenix, and that's not true. You are alone. You are persevering alone. the worst. I see the worst being projected is over, but I don't see anyone showing up for you with Chariot in reverse. And sometimes you may feel like divine is not showing up for you, but that's not true. Divine is giving you order. The ego has to command divine by it's the ego is directed by divine. The ego is a representation of divine. And when it comes to spirit, animal, spirit, nature, our synchronicity, any synchronicities. Mm. It says you will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. So now that you learned the lesson of now that you learned the lesson of how it feels when people don't show up for you, you experienced that tower moment, and you have experienced the beauty in those ashes for a rebirth to happen. And now you're in this nature of this ego, right? What's being projected. And it just feels like I'm going to be honest with you, Aquarius. I feel like I am sharing my life with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like I am revealing to you my life in your session, in your projection. And my advice to you is never walk away from the sun. Never turn your back on the sun. If you are overly being consumed by the nutrients from the sun, communicate that it's too much, so that when you depart from the sun does not try to position you in the universe to teach you a lesson, because it's God is a jealous God. Okay. And God doesn't ever want to be second to nothing. And so when it comes to what you want to do, make sure that God is at the forefront of everything that you do, regardless of your ideas, anything. If you if the rumor has it, what's being projected onto you, Aquarius, is that you are happy and that you are pregnant. I know. The rumor is that you're pregnant, Aquarius. For the most part, be prepared for this new idea that's going to be imparted into you, Aquarius. I'm proud of you, Aquarius, because this right here that I'm very familiar with, when I tell you the nights that I release my tears because you want a loved one to show up for you, the moments where you ask and question divine, why? And then when it all is said and done, when you come out into this ego energy, it's amazing. Soaring alone is not an easy thing to do. It is not. And to sustain the ego nature, this is Sagittarius's. That's why I said you may want to go check out Sagittarius's session. But for the most part, what goes behind the scenes of a nature of an ego, it's cold, it's dark, takes a lot of heart. Aquarius, what's at the bottom of the deck? Lion. What nature do you want to be? Yes, this is Leo twice. You have the strength. Okay. When it comes to self-image, Aries, which is the first house, Virgo, which is the sixth house, seven, simplifying into seven, liberation. You have every right to project to people who you deem to be, and not just accept what's being projected onto you, Aquarius. Give me an IM message for that session for Aquarius, please. Aquarius. Unconditional love. Aquarius, you got that pure. Nice. Your unconditional love, it says, my heart is free from resentment towards others. I open the eyes of my heart and discover the light and beauty in every being. I am aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt in people. I see the pure child in everyone and precise forgiveness. For those of you who are other zodiac signs and you resonate with Aquarius's reading and you feel like this is a challenge for you, it shall pass. For those of you who are saying, yes, this is on point, just know that what was frozen, what was frozen and no longer is going to be, you're no longer, you will have access to. Make sure you never forget what you went through to have access to what was frozen, which you didn't have access to. Never forget, Aquarius. All right, so what is Aquarius's unknown desire? Never forget, Aquarius. Your unknown desire is ghosting. This is my ghosting card. Aquarius, what's up in the air of your unknown desire of fulfillment is ghosting people. Who else did I tell that to? Getting in the habit of ghosting people just to get the arousal of letting someone know how it feels to be ghosted. For the most part, what's up in the air, you have some messages coming in. Also, someone that desires you, Aquarius, is trying to tap into you or come towards you because they don't want to be left behind. All right, Pisces, let's go ahead and do your we are doing good, you guys, for part 2. 2 hours, we were already on Taurus going into Gemini. We are doing good. All right, Pisces, thank you so much for being patient. We're going to go ahead and start your session. We're going to do 6 spreads for you. And 22. All right, Sagittarius. Pisces. Why am I calling Pisces Sagittarius? Yeah, I just got onto that. I'm like, what am I calling Pisces Sagittarius? All right, Pisces. Thank you so much for being patient. We're going to go ahead and see what messages come out for you. We're going to start off with your general spread. Oh, my goodness. Treasure. Okay. I'm being guided to take it. Pisces, you have treasure here. What else? And you have smart in reverse. Huh. You have dare coming in reverse. Why is treasure here? Because I don't want to jump to assumptions, but let me tell you what my assumption is that when you learn to control your emotions, that's when the treasures of life will be released to you. Tell me about this. Why is smart in reverse? Juggling. The King of Wands. So you have someone that is creating turmoil and challenges into your life. Whatever you do, don't go backwards. If you go backwards, you're gonna drown yourself in your emotions. For the most part, focus on one thing at a time. What you're focused on is what you need to not be focused on. What you're not focused on is what you need to focus on because it doesn't bring weight in your life. What you're focused on, whoever this King of Pentacles is, they know they have control over your emotions. What's the outcome of this King of Wands? Let me do it with shadow energy. What is the outcome of this King of Wands creating chaos in Pisces life? Turmoil. The Five of Chalices. This, whoever this Kings of Wands is, they create problems in your life so that they can be the reason why so that they can be the one to say that they helped you. If Pisces decides to take control of their life, what will be the outcome of this King of Wands? Oh, how did this get here? Isolation in reverse. Listen, this is not supposed to be here. Listen, you will be free. You will be free from this person, just as a side note, but that's not supposed to be there. What is the outcome to this King of Pentacles? The Empress. This everything that this King of Wands did to you is they're going to be devoured. Karma is they're going to be devoured. You know how piranhas, you put anything in the water with the piranha, that's going to be gone in before 1 second. The moment that you take back control of your life and stop allowing this King of Wands to have control over you, now that you know that why chaos and conflict is happening in your life is because this King of Wands is the orchestrator. They are the one that's responsible. Um, they are going. Bad karma is going to devour this person. Okay, devour. Meaning this person can start looking sick all of a sudden, or it's just like it's just one thing after another. Boom, 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 boom. And you're being asked do not attach your feelings to this. Tell me about this, dear. Yeah, lay it to rest. I don't know why people do acts like this, Pisces. I wish I had the answer. Four of Swords. Yeah. When it gets real bad for this person, they're going to tell you that they will speak their piece and let you know that they're going to want you to forgive them, Pisces. That's the general spread that's what I got out of that, Pisces. All right. Surface of things for Pisces. What's the direct transformation message for Pisces? All right. That is something. Oh, speaking about you, Pisces, you got it's gonna feel like a bonus, but it's not. Um, what you're attached to message. I thought I did yours, Pisces. And when I was doing them, I was doing everyone's opposite sign. Aries with Libra, Taurus with Scorpio, Gemini with Sagittarius, Cancer with Capricorn, Leo with Aquarius. And I did Virgos, and I thought I did yours, Pisces. So after I do this session, I will take a look at what it is you're attached to. So do forgive me for that, because I thought I did yours, but unfortunately I did not. And I saw that when I was uploading Virgos, and I was like, where's Pisces? Your direct transformation message when it comes to the surface of things is soul solitude. It says your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet, a place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, a time for you. So, the surface of things is you need to make time for yourself, Pisces. And what I see here, Pisces, normally I would tell you to get out of your head, but unfortunately, this will be the right time to navigate your heart chakra. You're going to be able to create something. You have, what does that say? Insurance? No, insecure in reverse. In the present in reverse. Asleep. I don't see you sleeping your life away. I see you questioning your importance. I don't understand. Do you have a lot of tattoos that you're not proud of, Pisces? Pisces, I think you can call a crisis line. You need to talk to somebody, but you are not alone. And I'm not saying this taking this lightly. Never feel like you're not deserving. And yes, a lot of people have those moments where you feel less deserving, but it just feels like it's not your emotion, it's not your water energy that's the issue. It's your heart chakra. You're not understanding why you can't feel. You're trying to figure out how to feel again. Tell me about this in the present in reverse. Wow. You know what you desire. Well, I'm not going to tell you to sleep your life away, Pisces. Tell me about this insecure. The Ace of Pentacles. Wow. So someone that you love that passed away, it's kind of like you feel like since they passed away, there's no fulfillment in life, and you know that you're lying to yourself. I think you're paying homage in a way that you feel it as fulfillment, but unfortunately it's not. You are missing important like aspects in life, and you're being create new memories that remind you of them. And so this soul solitude will not paralyze you. Tell me about this asleep. Yeah. And this loved one, this lets me know that this had to do with it met like this was not a planned death, but it's kind of like this person that we're speaking of, um, talking about the surface of things, this person had an expiration date, and you're being asked to create new memories and the remembrance of them instead of being lost and empty of not wanting to live life because they are gone, and you're thinking that's the proper way to pay your homage, and this person is going to show up in your life in many ways. When it comes to just yourself and yourself, don't sleep your life away, Pisces. And I was trying so hard not to say that. In due time, it will make sense to you. I'll never forget a loved one told me that, and I was 18 years of age when they told me, and I just didn't comprehend what that meant. But as life played its piano for me, as life was the piano and the music that was being played, as time progressed, it started to sound jazzy, and then sometimes it was racket, and then sometimes was soothing, and each different sound of the life of the piano, I was able to understand what it meant of not sleeping my life away. And you too, Pisces, will understand that in due time. What is Pisces refusing to see? What is this? Judgment. Judge less, understand more. Okay. And that's why your heart is not light as a feather, is because you're thinking that paying homage to your loved one by being still and allowing life to pass you by is the way, and it's not. It's actually heavy, and so it's time to lighten up the weight. Okay, um, you're too hard on yourself. Okay. Judge less, understand more. What's the word of advice for Pisces? Um, what you don't, this is what you're refusing to see, is that you didn't do enough, and you did. Service is here. Make peace with this. You did. You did everything that you could. And this is what brings peace to the situation, is the fact that there's no gratification. No one wants to know what their expiration date is. But you were well prepared and you showed up for this person. And like I said, putting your life at a standstill, Pisces, is not paying homage correctly. Now start creating memories. And like I said, this loved one is going to come through with synchronicities and messages as you progress and listen to the music that the piano life of the life of the piano is playing for you. When it comes to service, it says, I feel good when I help others. You did your job with diligence. Make peace with it. All right. It's like you're still wanting to show up for this person you love, and they are gone. But there is a return. But the only way that they're going to return is if I don't want to keep repeating it, Pisces. It's a sentimental matter, and I don't want to cross your boundaries. I don't want to create crisis in your faith either. But that was the message that I got for you. Behind the scenes, what's going on for Pisces? And we still have what it is you're attached to. You have a current in reverse. Who do you think you are in reverse? Okay, you are deserving. Know that. I don't care if that's in the forefront, behind the scenes, out of this world. I don't care. You are somebody. Don't ever not think that you're not nobody. The fact that a current is in reverse, get out of your head of thinking that the worst scenario. You have please call me in reverse, be grateful in reverse. Wow. That energy is coming in. So you are sleeping your life away. You're wanting what do they call it? You're wanting a visitation. And that visitation is not going to happen until you start living again. Give me another spread, because I told you I want to tread sincerely, with empathy and lightly, because I want you to be successful at recovering and getting back to doing what you do best, which is helping people with that service that came out. All right, you have holiday. Go on in reverse. Gifts will make room for you. This is difficult for you. So behind the scenes, a visitation will happen during the holidays. What's coming up? We have this is October. We have Hallows Day, Hallows Eve, Thanksgiving. There's other celebrations that I don't know about that happens in October. Um, After October, what happens in November? I'm not really for sure, but I know December has holidays. So you're being asked to do what you know how to do best, you know, help people. That's your gift. And the situation with go on in reverse, It's hard. Everyone mourns different, Pisces. So it looks like the holidays is going to be very impactful. Give me a self-care message for Pisces. This is I literally heard, oh, Pisces. You have people concerned about you, Pisces. I heard, oh, Pisces. Pisces, you have surprise coming in reverse. It says, release your expectations and be open to surprise. You have to make peace with job well done. The top of the deck is changed. The bottom of the deck is invitation. Didn't I say? I said you will get the visitation. And what I'm being asked to tell you is do not take any risk. And I understand you're watching tarot. I think that's the most you should do. I wouldn't pay anybody to tap into. Don't do that. This loved one is coming. They're coming. You just gotta live again. You just gotta live again. But unfortunately, you're not ready to yet. You're mourning, or you will be mourning. So that will be a pre-warning to be prepared. Um, what is being projected onto Pisces? What is being projected onto my Pisces, please? The star. Hope. Hope is being, yeah. You have people concerned and worried about you, Pisces. If you're saying, you know what, SGL, it's just me. Your guides is saying, oh, Pisces, you got work to do. Work that's going to make you happy again. Are you in the healthcare field? It says hard times are over. Look forward to abundance and of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. Do you want to start a nonprofit or a foundation in the memory of this loved one? Or you will. If you work in the healthcare field, um, this is not the first time that it was hard for you to get through a morning. And no one can tell you how to mourn. Those were the messages that came out to you. Service and job well done, Pisces. What is Pisces unknown desires? I feel so uncomfortable looking into this after all those messages that came out from you, Pisces. But this is the last spread. Unknown desire. What is the unknown desire for Pisces? All right. This is a desire that you're saying no to. And you have this pursuit. You have a job to do, Pisces. And helping people brings fulfillment. Okay. What you're saying no to when it comes to unknown desire is foresight. You are not letting go. Whoever this is, it's hard, and I get it. But you got to step. You are a pillar. You're a pillar of whatever it is that you do. You're gonna have to gather up that strength. Okay. And be resilient in what you know how to do, and that is to help and serve people and people you love. All right, Pisces. Um, when it comes to that holiday, when it comes to visitation, what's the message? The holiday connected to visitation. What's the message? Take action. In the near future, look for a sign, remain positive. Like I said, you gotta get back to what you do. Use that fire energy. Get back to doing what you do best. And that visitation will come through. In the future, look for a sign, remain positive. All right, I love you, Pisces. Don't forget love is kind. Don't forget love is gentle. I will take a break and we will get into taking a look at what you're attached to. Uh, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Thank you so much for being patient. We actually did good. So part 2 was amazing. The fact that we are done at 2 hours and 45 minutes. Part 1 was long and extensive, and it was worth every minute. Capricorn, I do apologize, but I do believe everything happens for a reason when it cut out. So either than that, don't forget love is kind. Don't forget. Oh, let me pull you a self-care message. Tarot High Priestess Ruby. What self-care message you have for Tarot High Priestess Ruby? All right. You have feelings. It says, healing begins with feelings. Be gentle with yourself and tender with your heart. All right. Don't forget love is kind. Don't forget love is gentle. Until we meet again. You're welcome.